Welcome to today's edition of 3 Minute Halacha. The Shulchan Aruch and Orach Chaim Siman Taf Ayin, chapter 470, notes that there is a custom that all firstborn fast on Erev Pesach. This firstborn fast is a commemoration of their salvation at the time of the Exodus and is known as the Taanit Bechorot. However, what are you supposed to do in a year such as this, when Erev Pesach is Shabbat and we're not allowed to fast? The answer begins with a Gemara in Megillah, on Daf Hey Amud Aleph, that discusses the status of Tisha B'Av. What happens when it falls on Shabbat? There, the Gemara explains that because it's an observance of a day of suffering and tragedy, we never want to bring it earlier, but rather we push it off. And therefore, when Tisha B'Av falls on Shabbat, we observe the fast on Sunday, on the 10th of Av. Logically, this would mean that if a fast is not an observance of a tragedy or of suffering, you would make it earlier, which is precisely the fast of the firstborn. But when should you make it? The Meiri and the Ravad both say that it should take place on Friday, that we would fast one day earlier. Their reasoning is very simple. In a normal year, when Pesach falls on a weekday, the fast is on Erev Yom Tov. If you can fast on Erev Yom Tov, both the Meiri and the Ravad hold, you could also fast on an Erev Shabbat. However, the Rambam and the Shilto disagree, and they say, no, if you're pushing the fast to an earlier date, don't bring it on Erev Shabbat, because that might in some way impact Shabbat itself. Rather, move it back to Thursday because of Kavod Shabbat. There is a third position, which is noted by the Trumat Hadeshen, and he suggests that because this fast day is only a custom, and as we all know that on this fast day we even typically avoid fasting by having a siyum, the Trumat Hadeshen says you don't fast, that when the fast day can't occur on the natural day on Erev Pesach, you no longer have to fast. The Mechaber and Tafresh Ayin Sif Bet actually takes this position as his second Yesh Omrim, as the second alternative he offers. And according to the principles we normally have about the Shulchan Aruch, when Rabbi Yosef Karo notes two different positions, as a Yesh Omrim, there are those who say, and then there is those who say it's the second position which he holds as primary. And therefore, for many Sfardim, they won't fast on the Taanit Bechorot this year. However, the Ramah disagrees. And the Ramah says that this year we should have Taanit Bechorot on Thursday, like the position of the Shiltot and the Rambam. And that's what we'll be doing this year in Congregation KINS. And in all Ashkenazic communities, we'll be fasting on Thursday, and on Thursday having the necessary siyumim for those who don't want to fast the rest of the day.